If you have no idea what solution-focused hypnotherapy is or why thousands of people prefer this type of therapy to any other, watch this video to find out. But first, a disclaimer. I'm neither a medical doctor nor a neuroscientist. I'm in fact a clinical solution-focused hypnotherapist and mental health champion. So you can't take anything I say as medical advice. I mean, I know you wouldn't, but it's better to be safe than sorry, right? As I'd always say to my clients, if you're worried about any symptoms you've got or that you can't explain, please seek the advice of your primary healthcare provider, your GP or your pharmacist. Great. Let's go and talk about solution-focused hypnotherapy, shall we? So, let's start at the beginning. Solution-focused hypnotherapy, like loads of modern talking therapies, is a blend of several other therapies. The core of the work that we do is based in the principles and work of solution-focused brief therapy with a little bit of NLP, a pinch of cognitive behavioural therapy, and therapeutic trance, all underscored by the most up-to-date neuroscience that we can get our hands on. Modern hypnotherapy, according to a talk given at the Royal College of Nursing in London in the UK a couple of years ago, is best described as a model of therapy with trance as an adjunct. So if you think about that like therapy plus trance. And that's exactly what solution-focused hypnotherapy is. Each session is split into two, with the beginning very much about goal setting, moving forward, understanding how to make changes in the brain, practical strategies, whilst the end uses trance to consolidate what you've just discussed. Adding trance is often one of the reasons hypnotherapy works faster than other talk therapies. We're helping the brain process and organise new information during the trance element of therapy, right in that therapy session, rather than you having to go and do it over the next few days in times of reflection or when you're asleep. So I've talked about the fact we use solution-focused brief therapy as the core of the therapy, but what does that actually mean? So in a very, very small nutshell, this is what it means. Number one, we help you discover or focus on what you want, not avoid what you don't want. We spotlight and help you discover or rediscover your strengths, skills, and the resources that you have within you and around you. We support you to move forward in small steps, making realistic and practical goals. We don't tell you what you need to do or assume that we know best, because you are the expert in your life and you will know what you need to do or want to improve. We get you really curious about what a better future looks like, and using carefully crafted questions, we help you discover how you're going to achieve those changes. We assume the thinking and actions that will help you move onwards and achieve your goals. It's not going to be the same thinking or actions that gave you the problems in the first place. It's why we don't reflect on the past. In solution-focused hypnotherapy, a fundamental difference is that we add in the neuroscience, which supports every part of the therapeutic process. At your initial consultation, you'll leave with a far better understanding of what your brain is doing when you're struggling and how you're going to make the changes necessary to get where you want to go. If you ask a solution-focused hypnotherapist why, they will be able to tell you. And from a brain-based perspective, our clients often find this hugely helpful, not just in therapy sessions, but it helps them to manage their thinking, behaviours and relationships throughout the rest of their lives. After your initial consultation, you'll be given a relaxation audio to listen to, which helps you de-stress and supports the improvement of your sleep patterns, which is an essential element of your improvement and well-being. And you'll be asked to make a note of small positives that happen during your day, every single day. And this is because it helps you create more reward chemicals, which give you the ability to cope and manage better. Every session after that starts with us asking you what's been good about your week. We do this to move you into the part of the brain that's capable of coming up with solutions and ideas to improve things. If we asked you what was wrong or asked you to go over what happened that was bad, you wouldn't have access to those resources or that capability during therapy. And so you wouldn't be able to come up with any ideas, set any goals, or even envisage a better future. We then remind you how the brain works, which our clients love. They love being experts on how they work, because understanding what's going on in your head is the first step to being in charge of it. rather than it being in charge of you. We then ask you where you are on a scale of happiness. This goes from 1, terrible, to 10, awesome. Now, this might seem a little bit fluffy, but think about it like this. We all have this idea in our head about how we want our life to be or how we think it should be, like the blueprint, right? So the closer we are to that, or the more we're moving towards it, the better we are. And conversely, swap that out the other way, the further away from that we are, or the less we're doing to achieve it, the worse we are. We just use happiness as kind of a shorthand to capture that. Now, just before we let you relax and have some trance, we ask you a really interesting question, which is designed specifically to help you consider and envision what just 1 point higher on that scale of happiness would be. Now, if you're wondering, why is it just 1 point? That's because any more than that feels too far away and we struggle to connect with it, and we're actually not very motivated to move towards it. We need something that's much closer to the here and now. So 1 point is just a little bit further away, and it's always something we can consider and feel motivated to achieve. It's only after all of that that we do the trance relaxation part of the session. It is relaxing, and it's a time for you to chill out after all that hard work that you've done in the first part of the session. Now, what's happening at this point is that we're getting your conscious part of you out of the way, and a system called the default network comes online, which is the part of your mind which is really concerned with making plans and resolving problems. So it's kind of looking into the future and sorting out the past. And because we've just been talking about what you want to achieve, imagine it like this: that information, that discussion has gone right on top of the to-do list. So it's the thing that your default network gets on with straight away. It's why you leave every session feeling a little bit better than when you arrived, and why our clients think of therapy as one of the highlights of their week and really is something to look forward to. During a course of therapy, you learn exactly how you get yourself from where you started to where you want to go. Now, on the way, you're going to be resolving issues, achieving goals, and this helps you discover what's best for you and how to look after yourself long term. It's also where you discover just what you really are capable of and what your skills and strengths are. You get to know you in a whole new and infinitely more positive way. And whilst your solution-focused hypnotherapist is the expert in the therapy and how brains work, you're always going to be the expert on you, which is why it has to be a team effort. Therapy isn't something we do to you, it's something we achieve together. And you know what? When you've done that, you'll rarely doubt your capabilities again. Now, I hope this video has given you loads of great stuff to think about. And of course, if you enjoyed it, give it a like. If you've got questions or something to say, drop it in the comments. And if you'd like to see more videos on how to improve your mind, health and wellness, hit the subscribe button, because new videos come out every week. So I'll see you next time, and remember to ask yourself, what's been good?